Yo, why some guy was just following me? He was following me. I'm on the block. He got his dog with him. I'm coming down the block. I just left my homie. I'm walking down the block. So he walking. So I'm like, all right, he talking, you got thick legs. I'm like, thick legs? What the hell are you talking about? You ain't even coming the direction or whatever. So I'm like, all right, you know, I smile a little bit. My neighbor out there across the street. So I'm like, all right. I'm scared because he could have, you know what I'm saying? He like, first of all, you don't come in nobody like that. You got thick legs. That sounds creepy. So he like, you got thick legs. So I'm like, thick legs? To myself, all right, all right. Him and the dog walks down my block. They walked in the block. So I'm like, all right, yo, they walked in the block. And mind you, look what I got on. This is what I have on. I got dressed to take my son to school. So he like, you got thick legs. So I'm like, all right. I'm like, thick legs, all right. And mind you, I'm like, all right, this is what I got on. This is what I have on. This. So he like, you got thick legs. So I'm like, to myself, I'm like, thick legs, all right. I got thick legs. First of all, he should have said, damn, he couldn't say nothing because he know he followed me. So he couldn't really say nothing. And I'm looking like, when I look, I'm like, no, something ain't right with boy. So I tried to, it could be me. I don't know. So we get to my block. He walks up. So I'm like, damn, I can't go in the house now because it's some weird stuff going on that I'm not approved. I got kids. Like, no, I'm not doing it. If you see me on the street, you talk better to me. Don't talk like that if you want to talk to somebody. So, mind you, as I'm walking up the block, he's walking up the block, and then he in the street with the dog. Cause I think I was in the street. I was in the street. I think I was in the. I was even. I don't even remember. The only thing I remember was I slid or whatever. So as me sliding I stay outside. So he walking up the block. So I'm like, all right, I'm thinking he gonna turn. I'm like, I'm not going in my house. I think he gonna turn. He came back the same way. So I'm like, damn, what the hell? So I'm like, no, this ain't cool. I don't know, bull. I don't want you coming to my house late at night. I don't know. You done freak me out. If you see me another day and you come better, probably I'll talk to you. Probably. So then I go this way. Now mind you, he lives that way. I seen him this way. I'm like, damn, I can't go in the house now. I got kids in here. I don't know, boy. I don't know your mentality. I don't know nothing. I'm not gonna put myself in danger. Let alone I'm not gonna put my kids in danger. So I come down I dip Like, I'm like this. I go there in the freaking block and dip, right? So, the bull walked the way I walked. He had a nice big dog, a mischief. He had a nice dog. Like, guys, if you trying to talk to somebody, if you want to talk to somebody, I'm just saying, don't creep. And females do it too. Females do it too. As far as overdoing something, now, like I said, he might be a good dude, but when I looked at him, it was just like, and I'm just like, and the whole situation got messed up. But I'm not going to let you know where I live at when I don't even know you, first of all. Secondly, I got kids in here, and I'm not going to put my kids in danger because you want to follow me. I can't trust somebody like that that's following somebody when I got kids around in here. I got kids in here. And you following me. Like, that's not adding up. So I'm like this. I'm looking over like, come on. I'm looking over my shoulder. I'm looking down the street. I'm looking this way, that way. Because I gotta protect me and my kids. I'll let you come in here one day. If I gave you my number, let you come in here one day. And then you like, yeah, like you obsessed over somebody because you saying they sick. Like, you're obsessed. Like, come on. What is that saying about you? And how desperate you are to get somebody. Like, you don't do all that. You don't move in that situation like that. Because you're a scared person. And he might, like I said, he might be a good dude. I'm not saying he's not. Should I probably wore this? No. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't have even wore this. But I was trying to take my son to school. And I had to get dressed real quick. So I threw this on. I shouldn't have worn it. I shouldn't have worn it. You know? I shouldn't have worn it. It is as it is. And I wore it to take my son to school. He didn't go to school. They came and got him. And I talked to my homie. And that's how I ran into the dude. Walking back. And it was just so happened that I picked him, because if I wasn't looking, I would have just thought he was walking. I would have thought he was walking. Yeah, so, you know, I don't know if I'd have given my number, what would have took place, how, what, when, I don't know. If I see him again, I'll probably say, you could have did better than that. You scared me. Like, I don't talk to him. You know, I don't want to make it seem like this and that and the third, but you don't follow a person. You don't follow nobody. Like, you don't do that. If you don't see him again, it's not meant to be. You don't make yourself see a person. And I'm definitely wouldn't let him know where I live at. Because you could have said, damn, you know, how you doing? You know, how you doing? Instead of saying you got big legs. That's let me know you thinking about one thing only. You don't address nobody like that. Or you just saying because I got on this. And you looking at me because I got on some freaking tights I'm walking. They are exercise tights, so I'm allowed to walk around in these tights. It's still wintertime damn near. And I have on a shirt. A half jacket shirt. walking around, exercising in my exercise tights. Because I'm taking a walk in my tights. Be careful out here. I always give you tips. Be careful, be cautious, look around your surroundings. Just do it. Nike said just do it. Just do it. And I'm not saying here bad person. I'm not saying this and I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is I had to protect the integrity of me and my children. He could have came here late at night one day because he knew where I live at. Nobody up. Everybody sleep. I go to open the door up or whatever. Who knows? And say, oh, she did something. Who knows? What would have happened? You know, if I seen him again, I'll let him know. Like, you kind of scared me there because you didn't really have to overdo your boundaries. Like, you did a little too much, and then you say you sick. That, like, a grown man would not come to a lady and say, oh, you sick. That's not what we do. I'm not used to it. I'm not used to it. And is it appropriate, inappropriate? Yeah, it is. It is. It's the meaning. It's the meaning. It is the meaning. And I got this, this cover. Only thing you can see is the meaning. It's the meaning.